Hey, how you doing, Simke? You on vacation? Beautiful day here today. It's about 15 degrees cooler here than where I live. You enjoying it? You enjoying it, honey? Oh, good for you. Daisy's really enjoying the day today, aren't you, honey? Yeah, good girl. Good girl, hon. That's good, baby. You know, they had a lot of erosion here, but you see the big new beach that was created? Uh, Boy, it's odd how Mother Nature sculpts this lakeshore. See where those people are all standing out there? That was not there before. And it's a big, huge area that's only about 2 feet deep. You see those rocks? The water was really past that for a while in the winter. So that whole new peninsula was created that didn't exist in the fall. Yeah, you went the right way then. I mean, it's bad that this erosion had taken place, but I mean, it really created a fantastic beach for people with kids. You can go out in that whole area, see everybody walking around, and not be in any danger. It's all a sand bottom. There's no riptides. It doesn't get any better than this. Daisy agrees with it, don't you, Daisy? Yeah, 'cause she's a good girl. Yeah, good girl, hon. Your allergies? Yeah, it's nice. Get out of here, Nick. Pay your mother the back due rent that you owe her too. Get lost and don't come back. You seem like I don't doubt that you're a gun collector. That's from having a little pecker. It's the only thing that gives you any empowerment. Yeah, she's a good dog. Hey, TC, how you doing? I'm in Taos, East Taos, Michigan. This is Taos Point State Park. Yeah, no, I agree, Simka. Yep, I agree. Probably has an old pickup truck jacked up where it sits up higher than everybody else's and parks on the side of a hill, even though there are parking spaces. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, Traverse City, yeah, you got a beautiful area as well. This is no Traverse City over here, but it's nice. Oh, do I? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good. I like Traverse City. Love going up to Leelanau. You ever watch that webcam they have in Leland? At that fish town? Simka, you'd probably like that. Put in your search box in YouTube Leland. Fish Town, they call it. Up near Traverse City. It's on all the time. 24-hour webcam. Yeah, Fish Town. But they have a really nice webcam that's on all the time. Daisy was on the webcam once. Weren't you on? You were on a webcam. Yeah, it's a great view. I'll tell you another nice view is Port Huron, where the freighters go by. Port Huron, Michigan. And also the Dawson, Dossin Museum on Belle Isle in Detroit. They have a Detroit River camera. Daisy's just relaxing. It is so much cooler over here, which is great, you know, it makes sense. But it was super hot when I left. Over here, it's just perfect. Yeah, I was on a chat late last night. There's a lady over there, lives over there around Port Huron. That sounds like it's called a common tern. I can hear him making noise, but I don't see him. They got an orange beak. He's flying around here someplace. Yeah, no, I like that too. Yeah, yeah, I'm the same way. I haven't checked. Is it on Mallory Pier? You still thinking of moving? Yeah, it's such a pain in the ass moving. Those are big expectations to fill when you move. You have this idea in your mind what it's going to be like, and you don't know until you're in too deep. Yeah, right, TC. Yep. Yeah, I used to go down there once in a while. I mean, a day or two in Key West is enough for me. I mean, you know, they really don't have any beaches. Unless you're into fishing or you're gay, you run out of things to do pretty early. If you like to fish and you're gay and you like to drink, it's paradise. You ever see any of those key deer while you're driving down there? Those little deer? I've never seen one. It's crazy the prices down in Key West now. I mean, a lean-to costs you 500 grand. Right, Daisy? You want to go to Key West, hon? I'll take you out there on the beach. Yeah, you know how it is. Daisy likes living in West Branch the most. Go on, hon. Go on, jump. Hey, Sharon. Oh, thanks. This is I only get one bar when I'm out here. I'm surprised it's working as well as it is. Look at the little kids having fun out there. Nick, are you having a hard time commenting? I'm sorry for any technical difficulties. Please try again later. Although, to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to help. Oh, National Donuts Day. Wow. That's a big day for some people. I don't really like donuts. Oh, good for you then. Happy Donut Day. Good for you. Yeah, have a good day, TC. Tell your friends that know me I said hello. I'll come up there and party tomorrow. So, if you find any good places to eat, William? I don't know if I know any Williams up there. You sure he knows me? Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Seems like those dog-friendly places would be all over there. Oh, he talks about me all the time? Oh, okay. You saying good things, I hope? Oh, okay, TC. Life is so much easier now because you can Google things. There's a nice sailboat out there. Oh, okay, TC. You know, I've tried interviewing homeless out there in Traverse City. I've spent hours up there. I never find any. You know, I go down near the Commons. Then they say there's another place up near that Harbor House or whatever they call it. I never see any. Another guy told me his in-laws own the 7-Eleven there over near 11th Street. Sat out there for a couple hours. Nothing. If you know some homeless up there that'd like to do an interview, I'd like to do it. I've just never worked out for me out there. Same thing with Alpena. People are talking about all the homeless up there. Never seen one. I mean, it's not like they get a shirt on that says I'm homeless, but you know, you can eventually figure it out after a little while. Yeah, East Tawish, yep. Oh, they are? Oh, okay. That nice big sailboat out there. It's a beautiful day here today. Now, about 84 miles straight east, if you look on a map, you can Google it. This is Taos Point State Park. 84 miles straight east is Canada. Yeah, that's where I went down to Safe Harbor. Looked around there, and people say there's tents around the railroad tracks. I've never seen any of that stuff. I made 3 or 4 special trips just to you know, interview the homeless. You know, you've got the, upper middle class area, and then here you got people that no place to live. And I thought it would have been interesting talking to them, but just hasn't worked out. Mangoes, yeah. Oh, you did? Well, good for you. I see that they're going ahead with some kind of homeless construction project, Traverse City. I mean, I think it's good that there should be some mechanism in society for people that need a place to live. I mean, my God, we look third world in a lot of places now. Yeah, it sounds good. Do you have my email, TC? It's give me your contact number. My email is Tom Reed REED 1956 at gmail.com. I'll definitely look you up because I've tried a lot out there to no avail. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, mangoes is good. It's not great. I bought a little grill last night. Some mesquite chips, some charcoal. I have some chicken. Uh, bison burger and the hell else did I buy? Oh, some lamb chops. I'm gonna grill. Hey, Bugman, how you doing? Yeah, it's a beautiful weekend to come up here today. It's just gorgeous. I was just saying a little while ago before you came on. You know the erosion and the problems they've had in Michigan. But as a result of that, old Mother Nature put back a beach that was never here before. I mean, there was a beach, but if you look out where those people are walking now, this whole little mini bay right here, you can just walk around in water about 2 feet deep. Have your kids, you don't worry about them drowning them. See where those waves are breaking in front of those people? It's just like 6 inches deep there. I mean, it's a safe environment for you to bring your kids. Yeah, thank you, Simka. Oh, that's good. Somebody was telling me today I went over and I was going to do a video over at the lake. It was just too hot. The bass are spawning. I don't really know too much about it. I tend to believe it because you can see a bunch of them hanging around like right where the water drops off deep, and they're not biting on bait. Simka, you having a good time or you getting bored? You ever do that before you go on vacation and you're there a day saying to yourself, why did I do this? Yeah, take care. Have a good day. You ever go to Scallywags and get whitefish? You ever go over there and get whitefish? Jamie, the guy that owns it, a good guy. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I'm not knocking the place. I like it, but man, I think it's gotten expensive. I really do. I mean, normally I'm by myself. I don't really care what stuff costs. But God, sometimes you just can't help notice it. And you go in there now, if you get like a 3-piece fish dinner and a pop, you're looking at like $22. I'm just surprised there are enough people out there to support that. Oh, okay, Simka. Yeah, good. I've done that before. Like I said, you have expectations. That's what gets you in the rabbit hole. You go to a place, you go through all this bullshit, plane rides, rental cars, checking in, just the everyday hassles. And all of a sudden you're there and you've got 9 more days to go and you're wondering why you did it to begin with. I've had that happen. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, have a good day. Yep. No, that's a good attitude. That's really a good attitude right there. Never expect anything. Yeah. That's just like a guy said he wants to be average because every day he's at his best. There certainly is a logical argument for that. Yeah, you couldn't. This is as good as it gets to cool off over here. No turtles laying eggs here, Simka. That's one thing I miss about Florida. Maybe the only thing I miss about Florida is watching the turtles lay eggs. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a nice life. Yeah, that's what I am too. Yep. Serendipity. Impromptu. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, watching a turtle. I really like doing that. One time I got to see the babies coming out of the sand. I'm really lucky to see that. It only takes, I bet it's less than 20 seconds. You're walking down the beach and all of a sudden you look down, it's like, what are those crabs? And you realize they're baby sea turtles. And they're all heading out to the water. You know, you would think that nature would have them do that in the night. I mean, there's, it's just like the human body, anaphylactic shock, that kind of thing. There are mistakes that happen, and it doesn't make sense that turtles would evolve, that they would be that kind of target, and that they'd take off in the broad daylight. You can see the seagulls eating them. I mean, they're watching, waiting for them. You think they'd just at 2 in the morning they'd head out and start swimming. Hey, Dolly. And when you look at the distances these turtles travel, and they've been coming back all these years, it's so interesting. You look, bird migrations like that too. It's just super fascinating. See all those people, how far they're walking out? There's no drop off where you're going to drown. Just nice water. You're not going to be stepping on an old rusty can. You know, not to bring up a bad subject, but I've read a lot about riptides and drownings and stuff like that. And it's kind of, movies portray drowning as help, help, I can't swim, and somebody throwing them a life ring. When the fact of the matter is, most of the time, that's not how it happens. And believe it or not, like with kids and stuff, drowning happens on days like today. People just like slip under the water and that's it. It's not like you think. I'll tell you another thing like that. Aviation, VFR, visual flight rules. Most mid-air collisions happen during bright sunny days. Isn't that crazy? You'd think it'd be foggy and hazy, and not that they don't happen during those times, but the majority of them happen on bright, sunny, clear days. And the presumption is that you're just not on your A game. When it's hazy and foggy and the visibility is bad, you're looking your ass off. If you're in uncontrolled airspace, you don't want to crack into another plane, so you're really looking. But when the sun's out and it's bright and you're just having a good time and you're thinking that you're going to see things easily, and it's not necessarily true. There's a lot of blind spots in airplanes, especially as you're climbing out. Like when that Cherokee 6 and helicopter collided over the Hudson River. I had a Cherokee 6. When you're climbing out and that nose is up, your sight is very limited till you level off. You got the wings. It's a low wing airplane. The nose is up. It's like just a small triangle of visibility. So I can see what happened. Hey, let your guard down. Hey, Cheryl, how you doing? Oh, good for you. Yeah, sitting eating a Dairy Queen. Nice summer day. Probably remember that the rest of your life. I have moments like that. See these people walking? I have moments like that I appreciate, I'm thinking, here I am just sitting here observing this beautiful natural environment. People having a good time. Have my dog with me. And I could be a quadriplegic with a heart condition and not be able to do anything. Yeah, I already took her swimming today over Lake George. I did. Hey, Buttercup, how you doing? Yeah, this is beautiful scenery. Oh, have you? Yeah, I only saw baby turtles once. They're so damn cute. I picked one up too so I could get a closer look. Then put them in the water. So cute. Little flippers on them. Bright eyes. Just hauling ass to the water. Hey, Miss Mina. I'm in Taos Point State Park, east side of Michigan. Yeah, I've been staying up all night long lately. Going to bed about 5. You know what I did last night? I went and took my GoPro. See, I got it right there. You never know what you're going to get with a GoPro. It's on the time lapse. Sometimes I have expectations like, wow, it's going to really look cool. So it was raining last night. after I got off that live. I think it was about 4 in the morning or something like that. And it was barely raining. I thought, you know what, I'm going to go take this GoPro, set it up on the night time lapse, which is fantastic, and just watch the sun coming up later on over a golf course. Didn't happen that way. First of all, I had to walk around for about a half hour looking for a place I could put that GoPro that wouldn't fall out of a tree or something. It just doesn't look that good. I was disappointed, but that's how it goes. It's the same with that infrared photography. Sometimes I think, wow, that would be really some nice shots. I mean, there's certain trees and bushes and stuff that reflect light differently. And then I take the photos and it's like, this sucks. Up all night long, yep. Partying all night long. I left May a message the other day. I never heard back from her. I haven't talked to her in probably a year. She's still around. Yeah, digging, you'd better believe it. Nah, I don't like that kind of metal detecting, to tell you the truth. You got to read the websites too. There's places you can only metal detect a couple places here, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't include the beach. I mean, if somebody lost something, I'd be glad to try to find it for them, but I'm not into like that part of metal detect doesn't interest me. Hey, Stacy. Oh, happy birthday. Let's just get back this Corvette into one of these big rocks. Happy birthday, Stacy. I'm in Taos Point State Park. This guy's going to take a picture of his Corvette. This year Corvette, these aren't worth much. I mean, it's in good shape, but you can't give them away. They're underperforming. You pay all the heavy duty maintenance and parts with no performance. Yeah, the zoom doesn't look that good. Yeah, that's what I've done. Even then, that stuff on corner posts and old properties, it's too deep. I'm not digging 3 feet down. I don't give a shit if there's a gold bar down there. I'm too lazy. I'm about ready to just start taking a backhoe and tow it around on a trailer. And when I get some good signals, just start using that. One of those mini, like, trench digger things. You can rent them at Home Depot. Yeah, you made it, Stacy. Good for you. I mean, metal detecting's fun, but I'm not like crazy in love with it. I can do it for about an hour. I may go for a year without doing it. I guess it's not rewarding enough for me. You go out there and dig up about 5 bottle caps and a couple cans, and it's like, forget this. Take Daisy metal detecting. Oh yeah, I got a buddy of mine that actually gave me a white, which is kind of set up for gold, and you could use it underwater. That's not happening with me. And I ended up giving it back to him because it just wasn't. He was just being a good guy and thought that I'd enjoy it. But in Michigan here, I mean, other than scanning beaches, that I have a Garrett AT Pro, and it's kind of a jack of all trades, so it finds everything but nothing particularly well, except of course bottle caps and cans. I'm an expert. If you've got a can you think is buried or a bottle cap, call me. I guarantee I'll find it. Yeah, that's how it is too. 90 degrees, 91 or stuff. 3 or 4 days it's going to be that hot. I went out and bought some more stuff to paint my room. My room's been ready to paint. I shouldn't say that. I don't have it all taped off for about 3 weeks. I just can't pull the trigger. Don't feel like it. Oh, no. Sorry about that. I should turn it's weird. I don't like AC that much. It's got to get pretty damn hot for me to turn it on. Look at that. Look at that seagull flying around. I'm doing like this burnt, like not orange, but like dark, and then the walls olive green, and then my shelves dark gray. Yeah, I'm done with white. I don't want any more eggshell, satin. I don't want anything white. I'd rather just take a spray paint and do graffiti. It's just so boring, white. I bought into making the room look bigger and this and that. Forget that. I want my rooms to look like a psychedelic acid trip. I want to just lay in bed and see some color instead of some room that supposedly looks bigger because I painted it white. If I start hallucinating about how big my room is or that it seems smaller because of the new colors, I'll just get out a tape measure. Yeah, I mean, they have that, but you got World War II. I mean, you're not going to find, of course, you know where that occurred. Most of those places are national monument areas. You can't do that. They catch you with a metal detector down around Gatlinburg, and you'll be in jail the rest of your life. I don't care about that stuff anyway. It would be boring to me. Be quiet, bird. The bird's excited. Yeah, I've been to Saugatuck. Yeah, that's not for me. They've been getting more crime over there lately. People getting beat up on the beach and cops from like 5 counties going over there and that kind of stuff. I used to know those people that own that little like ice cream thing. Well, I'm not saying there's not places where you can't metal detect, but you're not metal detecting in places where it's known battlefields, unless you're doing it illegally. I mean, there's people, you got human behavior, right? They'll do anything. They're always catching people, jumping fences and using flashlights and infrared trying to like dig up this stuff. There's a pair of mallards out there, no babies. I half-ass wonder if the DNR has smoked a bunch of these Canadian geese in night because it's just odd that they're not here. They crap all over. You'd think a damn German Shepherd had a party all night long if there's a bunch of geese. It contributes to E. coli. It's just, they're messy, dirty birds. And I think they've just kept it on the down low. And they've got them out of here. Yeah, those designated areas, I mean, people have been metal detecting for years. I mean, there's been 10,000 people in those areas already. I mean, what do they think they're going to find? Yeah, I don't know if they do or not, but it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. I know they were. I wonder that about the cormorants too. 'Cause I haven't seen those around like they used to. Well, they'll clean out an area of fish in no time. So do loons, but everybody thinks loons are beautiful, which they are. But boy, they can clean out a lake of fish too. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, you'll have a good time over there. Yep. Think you have fun. Gotta have nice hot weather. Take your sunscreen. Go over there and party. You know, I wouldn't mind like a camper like that, but I'm telling you, that's a diesel engine. And after you crunch the numbers, I'd rather stay in a hotel room. Yeah, they sure do, yep. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. I was thinking I almost bought a kayak the other day and then I chickened out. There's a guy here that has a nice one for sale. He wants $850 for it. I don't want one that, I gotta pretend I'm a ballerina while I'm in the damn thing the whole time. I want the old man's kayak, the one where you can stand on the edge and jump up and down and it still doesn't tip over. Like a fishing kayak, even though I'll probably never fish. I don't want one of those little thin ones that you look at them and you're upside down. Oh, really, Simka? Oh, no kidding, huh? I was looking at houseboats too. I like a little mini houseboat, just something where I could like go out like today, take it out there, put the anchor in, just read books, float around. I don't want to be down in the dungeon of a sea ray, big old dark cramped thing with a 6-inch window you can look out. Forget that. I want to like see out. Yeah, be careful on that parasail. Look it up. The date is there. Make a paraplegic or a quadriplegic out of you. That's a dangerous sport. That's up there around motorcycles as far as permanent injury. Yeah, it'd have to be the right environment on a houseboat. I don't like those ones that you can rent down in Tennessee and stuff and go down. That doesn't really interest me. I just like a little one where I could just even put it in Lake George and just go out there and float around, read books. Yeah, look it up, Stacy. It's dangerous. I mean, people do it. They have fun. They're glad they did it. But I'm telling you, just be aware of the risks. You're thinking of sunshine and up there flying with the birds and the wind going through your hair and this great view. You're not thinking of steering yourself around a mall with a straw in your mouth to navigate your wheelchair because you can't walk anymore. Oh, good, Simka. Nah, I've had boats before. You know, I like just where you can just like I've got a nice tent too. But you know, I just don't like being down low like that, reading with a light at night, getting a stiff neck. I want to sit on like a nice chair or a recliner and like look out the window and read. I don't want to be a contortionist with a book in my hand. Yeah. Piping plovers nest up here. There's only there for a while there were only about 30 pair that they knew of. Piping plover. They go down to Florida and spend the winter. See where those people are standing out there? It's right up to their ankles. That's all a new created beach. Sandbar. Beautiful. Yeah, there's a parasailing place over here. Of course, you need to, the good winds are generally, certain times of the year. You couldn't parasail today. Hey, Eddie, how you doing? If you look on a map and you look at Taos Point State Park, it'll all make sense to you how this area is the way it is. It's protected by a harbor, and the way the water comes down and washes around and does this. You're not doing this in Lake Superior or Lake Michigan. So this is unique in a way. Hey, Tim, same to you. I even looked at jet skis. I mean, if you had a jet ski, a good one that did 60 miles an hour, and a lot of them do, at full throttle, it'd still take you an hour and a half, which is a long time sitting on a jet ski. It'd take you an hour and a half to get over to Canada from here. But it would just seem like such a cool experience. You can see the other side on a clear day here. Just to get on a jet ski, but it's really, I don't think I'd do it, but I like the idea of it. Nothing to, I'm not thinking about being upside down with a broken neck and out of gas. And nobody is responding to my 911 cell phone call because my battery's dead. Good, Ashley. How you doing? But it sure is a nice thought to just get on that thing and rocket across to a different country. But you see, a lot of people have these pontoon boats now. You see that one way out there? These big, giant engines on them. They're out there buzzing around at 40, 50 miles an hour. That one's hauling ass. Hey, Indigo, how you doing? Oh, they're playing reggae music. Oh, you like those, huh, Stacy? Good, having a good day today. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably do that today later. What this place needs over here is a food truck, a good food truck. You know, where you can get a good taco or something, or corn on the cob or something like that. Not like crappy hot dogs. Oh, you like those, huh, Stacey? Yeah, Tony's Tacos used to be good. I don't know what happened there. That place is terrible now. There's one over here, you know, just absolute garbage. I mean, when you don't even see seagulls flying around it, you know you got a problem with your food. Yeah, it used to be good. Yeah, absolutely terrible. Did you ever go to the sit-down restaurant that he had for a while in Standish? Tony's a hell of a nice guy. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I can't imagine what it's like now, not being able to get help. Excuse me. I was in Home Depot last night. That place is dead. You know, I can remember when the weather got nice and be just busy as hell. Not anymore. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the Standish one sucks too. Thank you. Yeah, it sucks. Traverse City has some pretty good food trucks. Detroit has some really good ones. Taco trucks. But I don't know how you can be a Mexican and serve that kind of crap. It's just like Tipsy Bear. Here, Fred is Mexican, and his giant taco is the worst taco I've ever had in my life. I mean, how can you be Mexican and have the worst taco you've ever eaten in your life? Thank you, Stacey. No, I think you're right about that. Yeah, I think you're right. But I mean, how do you not serve a decent taco? Could somebody explain this to me? And be Mexican on top of it. I mean, how is that possible? It's not like we're talking dry aged steaks here. It was like that when I was in Chicago. I'm telling you, that was open 24 hours. There'd be a line at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Monday night buying paint at the Home Depot. No, ours is deader than a doornail. Yeah, food is great. Yeah, there's a really good one right there off Burner Highway. Yep. This Mango's, I think their food actually isn't bad at all. I may go over there and get a taco today. I don't mind a taco. To me, a taco is worth it because it's a lot of bullshit to make them at home. You got to chop up all the stuff, buy it, season the meat. Where, you know, it's reasonable. It's too many steps to just make them for yourself. Too lazy. That barbecue place, that Route 23 or Highway 23, it's not bad. But I'm spoiled by Ray's Blues in Grayling. That is excellent barbecue food. I've never had bad barbecue there. You know, a restaurant's good when you get something that you really don't like that much and it's still excellent. Like, I normally don't order brisket, but there I get brisket instead of ribs, and that happened because they were out of ribs, and I get it all the time now. It's so good. But they got barbecue down. I haven't thought of getting a little smoker, but I don't really. I don't want to be that inconsiderate to my neighbors, having some damn smoker like a hillbilly on my porch living in a condominium. You know, you got to smoke that stuff for like 16 hours. I'd be pissed if somebody was using a smoker all the time next to me. So I'm not going to do it. Yeah, Ray's is excellent, Tim. Yeah. Yeah, it's really good scale. Jamie's a fanatic about his food. He takes every piece of whitefish he gets. Whitefish is crazy expensive now, and takes the brown meat out of it. That other dickhead that owns the other location in Mackinac City, he doesn't do it. He probably isn't even selling whitefish. That guy is such a shitbag. Favorite dish? Well, I like good seafood when you can get it, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't even tell you where to go to get good seafood. And there's nothing like gorging at a good Brazilian steakhouse. Texas de Brazil. You know, it's like 80 bucks for dinner or something like that, but the salad bar is like killer. They bring around all these meats. Now, the funny thing about these Brazilian steakhouse is, I mean, they got this seasoning and marinating down because they're really low quality cuts of meat. All that meat you get there, I mean, you're not getting filet mignon and stuff. You're getting low quality cuts of meat, but the way they char them and season them, it's good as hell. I haven't been to one of those in a while. There's not even any, I don't even think there's one close to me. But Texas de Brazil is my favorite one. So damn good. But I would get good seafood, but I don't even, everybody's trying to stay in business, and the food cost on quality seafood is so crazy. You'd have three rich people come in a day and get dinner, so it's just not a good business model anymore. I mean, I'm sure there are places in Miami Beach, New York, and LA, but other than that, I couldn't tell you where to get good seafood. I mean, my idea of good seafood now is scallops from Aldi's. Hey, Pork, you too. How you doing? I like good Chinese if I can get it too. Yeah, I see, that Chinese place we have in West Branch, they own the other one over here in Taos. I see that place is closed. I wonder if it was just they just went out of business forever, or what's going on? They're not going to open till school's out, or what's going on? I mean, there's a Chinese place up in Grayling. Everybody says you got to go to Grayling get Chinese. Absolutely sucks. There's another one in Oscoda. Oh boy, you got to get. That's the worst stuff I've ever eaten in my life. I would rather eat chop suey out of a can. Hey, bro. I don't know either. There's people that drive a couple hours to go to China Inn. Can you believe that shit? Total mystery. Mystery. They must not have taste buds. No, it absolutely sucks. You want to get some good Chinese food. When you're down around Detroit, I guarantee this 100%. Szechuan. It's on the corner of Canton Center Road and Ford Road in Canton, Michigan, right across from Myers. You'll never get better Chinese food. I mean, that's right up there with San Francisco and New York City. Really exceptional and not crazy. It's all Chinese cooks and stuff, and I mean they got these sauces down to a science. Yeah, PF Chang's is hit or miss. That must be complicated cuisine to perfect because you can go to one and it's great, and another one it's just terrible. The one in Ann Arbor's terrible. The one in Lansing is pretty good. Yeah, good Thai food's good, excellent too, and a good Thai place. Well, they have that Bangkok 21 or 69, or it's got some name connected to it. That's good food. Although, to be honest with you, there's only like one or two dishes there that are what I would get. The other stuff, I mean, you can do whatever you want to bok choy. I don't care what you do to it. It's just not that good. And a lot of their dishes are heavy in bok choy, which I'm just not a fan of. I'd rather eat a paper plate. Yeah, I used to go to one in Scottsdale, Arizona. That's how I first started going to them. Then I moved to Chicago, and they had one in Chicago. I used to eat there all the time. I like California Pizza Kitchen too. I think everything there is great. They just came out of bankruptcy. I like their everything. Their pizza, their salads, their pasta's excellent. Kung Pao spaghetti. They've dropped a lot of their signature dishes though. No more hummus. Hey Simka, you ever get over Tampa, the Tampa side much? Yeah, sure do. Barry Goldwater. Yep. No kidding. No, I haven't talked to him. No. Well, I shouldn't say that. I talked to Tassie the other day. That's about it. Yeah, I drank a regular coffee today. Saw my girls at the Stone Mountain Coffee. Have you eaten at Burns Steakhouse, Simca? Have you ever eaten there? That's an experience. Look it up, Burns Steakhouse, Tampa. Really a unique place. I was just looking through a Rob report the other day, and they listed the the best whatever it was in every state, and that was listed as the best steakhouse in the state. I mean, you know how these lists are. They come up. I'm not saying that's true. It's subjective, right? But it's an experience there. They have a dessert room. I'm not a big dessert guy until I go there. But everything exceptional. They used to grow all their own vegetables, raise their own cattle, make all their homemade desserts. I mean, you can tell that these are trained culinary arts people that run these outfits. They got all the right equipment and experience. It's worth it. I mean, expensive is relative, but if you want a good steak and a nice ambiance, go there. Oh yeah, Burn Steakhouse. Yeah, it's any any person that's really goes to Florida that's into like steak, they know about it. It's close to Busch Gardens, but a real treat to go there. Yeah, a dessert room. Yeah, it's beautiful. Look it up on the internet. Go look it up there. You can see the rooms and the what's on the menu and stuff. Really a good fun. It reminds me of like old day, dining, like your birthday or something like that. You got your mistress pregnant, an occasion. First of all, it's not hot enough. I mean, I'll drink one, but I'm not going out of my way to get one. Yeah, it's an occasion, like a real uh, event. Yeah, yeah. I'm not really. I mean, I like eat. I'm the same way too. I mean, I know people, the extent they'll go to get something good to eat. It's just. I mean, I'll jump through a little hoop, but not a big one. No, I didn't indigo. Oh, really? No, I did not. I did not. No, I never been to that place. A lot less people on the beach. It's getting hot. Yeah, New Orleans house, huh? I mean, I lived in Chicago for like 13 years, and I'm telling you, people say, "Oh, the Chicago, the food." The food was not that good. The Chinese area, most of those places are super dirty. The food's not that great. And the one good place isn't in, the tourist part of Chinatown. Steakhouses, so-so. I mean, Gibson's was right around the corner for me. I mean, but I just never really found like the great food that people think is there. You know, you go down to Miami, Joe, that crab, those stone crab place, excellent. I'll tell you a place, Simca, have you ever eaten at that place in Titusville that's famous for the rock shrimp? If you Google Titusville rock shrimp, I can't think of the name of it, but exceptional. One of those places that's worth going out of your way. Joe Stone Crab, yeah, that's it. Yep. Yeah, I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great. Uh, Ditka's. Probably, yeah. Yeah, I get deep dish. I get it like once a year. The Girardelli's or Giordano's or whatever it is. One's an ice cream place. One's a pizza place. Yeah, it's good. Good quality. I'm sure a deep dish pizza there now, a good one, like they used to have a seafood pizza. It's got to be $40 or $45 now. Yeah, they had like three of those Brazilian steakhouses when I was there. There was one right down the street on LaSalle. Used to eat there all the time. Kind of got to know the manager. This is no bullshit. They went and redid the building, and they had $11 million into this place. I mean, it was gorgeous. Granite, marble, all these imported stuff. They were out of business in less than 2 years. Yeah, I think the Crab Shack sucks. I'd rather go get a box of frozen shrimp at Walmart. It reminds me of cruise ship food. I think cruise ship food sucks. I mean, there's lots of it. It's impressive looking, but you know, it isn't like going to a top-notch steakhouse or seafood place. No way. Oh, really, Simca? Oh, okay. Yeah, sucks. Cruise ship food sucks. You know, but they've marketed to, if you come from out in the middle of nowhere and you got one restaurant that closes at 6 and you and your husband decide to take a cruise and you haven't been exposed to good food, you're going to like a cruise ship. You're just going to say, wow, look, there's 100 different kinds of cake I can eat. I mean, it's an impressive display. I went on a cruise one time. It was called the Dolphin. So it had like 5 ships. Went to the Caribbean. Went through a damn hurricane tropical storm. We didn't even go to 2 ports because they were trashed. But anyway, the first dinner I went to on that damn thing, I saw a cockroach run across the top of some muffins, and that was it. It is, Samke, right? They've been out of business quite a while. The Dolphins. Yeah. No, it was not a fun experience. Actually, later on, they gave a 50% off coupon because of the weather and stuff. I mean, we were in some tropical storm. I'm not shitting you. We 2 times we went to our muster stations. They blow this alarm off like this goddamn thing's going to tip over. And it wasn't like a real kick-ass cruise ship where you could sit in your room and the waves would splash up against it and you could have a viral YouTube video. This was like you get up on 2 milk crates and look out a 6-inch porthole. The only way you knew you were in a storm is because it was rocking around all the time, but you couldn't see for shit. I went on an Alaska cruise. It was really fun. Had a good time. I like that. But it was a different crowd. It wasn't a party cruise. Yeah, I'm sure that business is in big trouble. I mean, people were getting sick on cruise ships 40 years ago. I mean, the whole damn ship gets sick. Like you said, a giant petri dish. That's true. Yep. Well, I don't think your buddy went last year. I remember seeing a thing on the internet not too long ago where they parked a bunch of them, because, the COVID just killed that business. See all those seagulls out there are flying over that shallow area? There must be some kind of fish swimming through there, minnows or something. But what a beautiful day. Yeah, I think over where you live, Simca, does that Disney ship still sail out of around there someplace? And there was also a couple casino cruise ships over near you. Remember that one sunk? It was trying to beat a storm. That one sunk. Remember that? That wasn't that long ago. And everybody drowned on it. There weren't paying passengers. It was crew. But that was out around you someplace. Oh, okay. Yeah, Alaska was a good time because you're not going to see. Alaska isn't like Michigan. You're not going to start down around Bay City and drive up the coast to Mackinac Bridge. It ain't happening. There's not a highway that goes along the water like California and stuff like that. The only way you're going to see a lot of that stuff, like Glacier Bay and stuff, is in a cruise ship. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. If you Google cruise ship or gambling ship sinks, yeah, they were trying to, you know, they're built for rough water, right? So in certain circumstances, you don't want to be docked. It'll just beat that ship to hell. You want to be out in the water, as crazy as it sounds, and that's what they were doing. They were trying to. They didn't want to be docked, and it was out around you someplace. So they were heading to, I don't know, someplace else, maybe just to go out there and float around until the storm. But it sunk, and all the whole crew drowned. Yeah, Disney owned their own little island someplace. That was part of the cruise deal. I don't know if that's still going on or not. Those like amphibious like vehicles, they drive around. They have them in Chicago, those duck boats. And they drive you around, and they go to a boat ramp, and you're out there. Remember when that one sunk over in Missouri someplace? I wonder what the status of that is. People drowned. Yeah, that wasn't that long ago. I think it was a I think it was a casino ship. You guys know this. You probably I don't know if you know this, West Branch, but I know people that have been kicked out of casinos for winning too much. I know people that have been kicked out of casinos for winning too much in Las Vegas. People think if you're a gambler, you know this already, right? They If you win too much, they don't want you around. Sounds crazy. It's a private business. It's up to them. And the casino in Standish just permanently banned about 60 people within the last 2 months. Sent them certified registered letters. Because you have your card, and you get your perks and all this bullshit. And send them certified registered letters that we had a good time, thank you, but you're permanently banned from this facility. I know two guys that got banned, and that was their number one form of recreation. Gone for good. Yes, agony. Oh, yep. Yeah. Yeah, but they're really pissed off, and there's nothing you can do. You can't do anything about it. And you say, well, how can you get kicked out of a casino by winning too much? Very easily. It's not uncommon at all. Google it. Is it legal to be banned from a casino from winning too much? They've been doing this for years. When you're losing your ass, it's like, good evening, Mr. Reed. How are you? Can I get you something to drink? So you'd like some food ordered? It's like, wow, I must really be losing my ass here. It's like, yeah, I would. Could you go get me a couple of lobster tails and make me a kick-ass fresh lime margarita? Yeah, absolutely, sir. Yes, Mr. Reed. Right away. Some just super cute girl with the best body I've ever seen in your life. I'm going to give her $20 just for standing next to her. But when you start putting it to them and you're winning too much, they're not going to go get you a cup of Kool-Aid, give you dirty stares, tell you to hit the road, jackass. Yeah, math wizards and card counters. Yeah. They'll figure that out, though. They got this shit down. There's nobody out there that's winning over long periods of time. They will figure that out. They got this down to a science. They want losers only. Or occasional, you know, vacationing gamblers. Come in there, lose your ass for a night or two, and get the hell out of here. Isn't it crazy, Tim? I know. When I first heard it, I thought that's bullshit. How can you get kicked out of a casino for winning too much? Do you know anybody that's won too much at a casino? I sure as hell don't, including me. Once in a while, I'll get out of there with $100 or something. I did that a couple months ago over in Turtle Creek. But most of the time, I'm losing 200 or 300. Pissed off that I did it. Yeah, people like me too, absolutely. And you know, it's fun, but I'll tell you, it's just not fun losing. I mean, you're sitting there and you got all these thoughts running through your head, and you're trying to justify, well, what is fun about this? I'm losing my ass. Then you start chasing your losses. And then you're on the way home, you're thinking, God damn it, that was $300. I could have bought a lot of nice dragon's milk. You start thinking what you could have done with the money that you just lost. Then you get pissed off. It's like, I'm not going back there anymore. If you walked into a restaurant and they said, Mr. Reed, your bill's going to be around 300 today. It's good food. I'd say, you out of your mind? 300? I'm not paying that. But when you go to a casino, it's the weirdest, strangest psychology I've ever experienced in my life. If you get burned on a car, you're going to tell everybody that dealer sucks. They ripped me off. If you get bad food, you're going to say, God, I thought I had food poisoning. It was shitty. I'd never go back there. You're going to leave a review. But when you go to a casino, you will bend right the fuck over and let them pour it to you for a night or two, maybe a 5-day vacation. Just on your own volition, you will give them your money. They don't even need to give you anything but a bunch of noise and flashing lights. And you will lose your ass, and you will leave there and you won't tell a soul. It's like, hey, Tom, went over to Turtle Creek. Did you have a good time? It's like, yeah, it was fun, lying my ass off Pinocchio. It's like, well, could you just, describe to me what the fun was? It's, yeah, well, I really enjoy realizing how stupid I can be sometimes and how I could drop $300 in 90 minutes and be so pissed off for the next couple of days. And I think that's just a unique, objective way of looking at how low I can go mentally. And in a weird, twisted way, it was fun. Yeah, it's so compared to any other facet of spending money on things. I mean, if you go into Walmart, it's like, I'm going to spend $300 here. It's like, wow, I don't know about that. Why? But a casino, they got this mystical, magical way of devaluating money. It turns into credits. What they need to do is hand you a couple utility bills that say past due. And it's like, is this adding up to you? I mean, here your utilities bills are past due. Is this triggering anything? Are you thinking that, you're spending money on things that you shouldn't? Not at a casino. No way. That $300, now you got 600 credits and a 50-cent machine. There's been times I've been in casinos, and I spent money. Believe me, I spent more than that sometimes too. Not what people I know spend, but I've lost 500, a grand like that. I've been in a casino before, and there'd be like, I just got done blowing a grand over a 5 hour period, drinking. It's fun pushing the buttons. I don't know why and losing your ass, but it is sometimes. And there'll be 20 bucks left, and it's like, fuck it. Lady will say, how you doing over here? It's like, shitty. I said, I got $20 in credit. I don't even want to cash it out and get my paper ticket. I'm getting that pissed. It's like, you know what? I have $20 credit on here. I got to get out of here before I lose my mind. Just why don't you just take over? It's like, oh really? It's like, yep. Probably the worst thing I could do to someone is give them free credits on a slot machine. They'll lose their ass worse than I did. It's nuts. Yeah, they do. Yep. Yep. No windows, no clocks. And then you get somebody that's just like sits right next to you and they wipe the screen like with their fingers and they cross it and they give the Jesus sign and they look up and they go through all these rituals on what they think is going to help make them win some money, and it's annoying as hell. I've tried it all. You get on these machines where you can uh, change the denomination. You go in there, it's like put a couple hundred in, you got all these quarters, you got 400 credits. Put $100 in, it's like, wow, it's cool. Then you win a little, you got 500 credits. Then you just slowly start losing your ass. So you go from 50 cents to a dollar. It's like, fuck it, I'm gonna start betting $5. Before you know it, you're out of there in 10 minutes. Yeah, that's it, Simca. Yeah. I had a buddy that was a big gambler. And Indiana is right down there. The casinos, they didn't have them in Chicago. He'd spend so damn much money down there. He was looking for change on the floor to get across the Skyway to get back into town at $2 toll. Oh, you start screaming. Oh, it's a good time for you then. But you can be addicted to negative emotions. That's why these YouTube channels, they're addicted to starting trouble, rumors, drama. And that's kind of how losing your ass in a casino is. Even though it's not like a happy feeling, it stimulates your emotions. Like passive aggressive, you're driving yourself nuts and there's no one else to blame. You're losing your ass by your own volition. Yeah. Yeah, I want to start being a YouTuber where I get a lot of views. And you see this lady over here, she's trying to put suntan lotion on her back. Do you think if I get a lot of views, if I just kept recording and I walked over and said, excuse me, ma'am, I'd be more than willing to put that suntan lotion on your back and just get a reaction that you all could witness? You think that'd get me some views? Oh, thank you, Mia. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I just got a new video camera. I got it in the mail yesterday. Because that camera that I had, the low light sensitivity just sucks. Here for the last almost 2 years, I don't even bother to do airplane videos anymore when they're landing in Detroit because it sucks so bad. Just like soap, I've tried every setting. It's terrible for low light situations. So I just bit the bullet, had a couple Dragon's Milks, just ordered the goddamn thing. And I got it in the mail yesterday. But I have it with me now, and I've tested it out, and I like it. The low light sensitivity is absolutely fantastic. But even when like I'm sitting over here right now, you guys know me. I mean, I videotape anything. I like all aspects. Underwater, above water, night, day, I don't give a shit. Sunny, raining. I just like it, right? But here I got this new video camera here, and I don't even want to videotape anything here because of the way things are now in the world. I don't even want, there's girls over here in bathing suits and stuff. I don't even want to like try my new video camera because of the way things are now. I shouldn't even be thinking this shit, you know? I just think that like it's so weird out there now that if I'm sitting here and I'm videotaping and somebody sees me and they're going to just think super weird. So I don't do it. Yeah, I don't do it. Like there's two ducks right out in front of me right now. Normally I'd test this video camera out. I am going to test it out today, but not around where there's a beach and there's people in bathing suits. It's just what it's come to nowadays. Oh shit. Hey graphics. Oh, good luck graphic. I don't good luck doesn't seem to do too much for most people in a casino. You know, you justify why you're there, and my justification is I just like to get brain numb and push buttons. And when I'm not doing something like that, there's no, even if it's a false expectation, there's none. It's none a false, you know. I might win, and that's what keeps you there, and that's exciting. No, it's got like that. Yeah, you don't know how people react, but I gotta admit though, if I was uh, on the beach or something with my girlfriend 25 years ago, you wouldn't have thought a goddamn thing about it. You'd see a guy with a camera. It's like, oh, he's taking a picture of my girlfriend's fantastic body. I don't blame him. Not anymore. No way. I was reading an online article the other day that said that if you're an older male with a camera anywhere now, you're and people see it, they're gonna automatically have their radar on that you're weird. And you know, I kind of think that too. If I was sitting here and I saw some guy my age pull up with a camera and start videotaping the beach, I'd think, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Yeah, but I mean, do you guys agree with that? Do you think that how someone with a camera at a beach is looked at differently now than it was 40 years ago? Yeah. Yeah, isn't that crazy? It's another thing now too. I mean, nowadays you just gotta like, you know, if you're at a formal dinner, if you're at a job, you just can't say shit about anything. Gay, overweight, even if that's your opinion, you will get hung out to dry. You know, a lady could come up and say, "Hey, Tom, I want you to give me an honest opinion." It's like, here we go. I'm getting set up here. You can't really give an honest opinion anymore. You can, but it's like free speech. There are consequences. You can say what you want, but you may lose your job over it. So you just gotta kind of be mum. If a girl came up to me right now and she was 5'2" and she weighed 520 pounds, and I thought to myself, my God, where in God's name did you find a bikini that fits you? And she came up to me and said, I want you to tell me the truth. You're known for being honest and above board. It's like, okay, what? She'd say, how do I look in this bikini? I'd say, I know better. Right away, I'd start looking around for some hidden cameras. I'm going to say, you look all right in it. And she'd say, you're lying. It's like, no, I'm not. She said, yes, you are. She said, I want to ask you this. Do you think I should lose some weight? It's like, no, I don't. I don't. She said, you're lying some more. So I would go from being set up like that to a guy that's now known for fat shaming or whatever they call it. It's just how it is nowadays. No, it's just this is the way people say, well, you'll be someplace. And, I went through this with a buddy of mine. His son was gay, and he asked me when he was a kid, do I think he's gay? I did. He turned out to be gay. Who cares, right? I don't care. But this is the way I explain it. And this is one of these things that you're always kind of weaving in and out, uh, that you find yourself apologizing for now, even though you shouldn't have to. And this is the way I explain it. I don't mind gay stuff. I know a lot of gays. Get married, do whatever you want, adopt kids, don't give a shit, right? I don't. So a guy asked me, he said, well, how could you explain the subtle differences you have with regard to having, let's say, a gay daughter or a gay son? And I really thought about this for a long time. And you're trying to think, how am I going to be honest and at the same time not get myself into hot water? So this is what I came up with. I said, let me put it to you this way. If you and your wife are gonna have a son, and me and my wife are gonna have a son, and there's gonna be a gay son, I want you to have the gay son, not me. Now, does that mean I'm discriminating? No. Does it mean I don't like gays? No. But I don't think I need to apologize why I don't want grandkids or to have my son go to a prom with the opposite sex or to produce offspring. I don't need to apologize for wanting that more than the alternative. And that's what it's come to nowadays. Yeah. Wind's picking up here. It's such a beautiful day here. What time is it? Almost 2 o'clock. There's a robin singing. Yeah, it is nice. Yeah, don't they though? Sure do. Yeah, she's in the back sleeping. Yep. This is so nice how this area is now where people see that couple out there with a little kid. Just fun to go out there and walk around, not worried about stepping in a 20-foot sinkhole. Just perfect for young kids and families to experience the nice summer day. I don't even know what race is tomorrow. What is it? A horse race, car race? What is it? You know what I would like to do this summer? They don't even come to Michigan anymore. I'd like to go someplace and see top fuel dragsters. Just see how much I could damage my hearing in one day. Oh, the Belmont State. Hey, I see that guy got banned for 2 years. That Bafford guy for drugging those horses. Or you know how it is. Once the media gets a hold of you now, whether it was an intentional or not, he's screwed. Yeah, he got banned for 2 years. If you look at that guy's rap sheet of violations in horse racing, But see, I'm suspicious of everything now. The media is making this guy out to be like a big asshole now that should never be allowed around horses, even at a circus. I don't know if that's true or not. It's like Bill Gates. This poor bastard now has just went from, you know, funding every goddamn broke country for medical care of people and education and illiteracy into the biggest horse's ass that ever lived because he and his wife are getting divorced. He went from being a good guy, a philanthropist, to someone that was always staring at tits and grabbing asses during the course of a day when he first started Microsoft. That's how the media is. So, with regard to this Baffert or whatever his name is, it could all be media horseshit. I mean, you're gonna automatically have a big, huge group of PETA nuts and other animal lovers that are gonna think that he's just, you shouldn't race horses. So I don't know if this is legit or not with him. If there's anybody on here that knows jack shit about horse racing, I wish you'd give your opinion on that because I'm curious what you think. I mean, if they say it's like it reduces inflammation, I don't know how much of I don't know whether it is a banned substance and that's why it's banned, whether the horse had a swollen ankle and he gave it to him a week in advance and it didn't metabolize like it normally would, and that's how there was a trace of it. What I did read is though it was barely detected. It wasn't like this horse was given, a 9-ounce injection of steroids like Ben Johnson got. So I don't know if this is horse shit or not. It was something for inflammation. Yeah, cream, some kind of yeah. Cream. I don't. I mean, I think you can get it a lot of ways. I just don't know what to believe. I do know this for sure. You know, I'm not bragging. I haven't talked to him in, jeez, probably 12 years. Stephan Bonner, the UFC guy, right? I knew him in Chicago. Went to all his fights when he boxed. No big deal, right? But I can tell you this. I was supposed to go with him when he fought Machida in Brazil, believe it or not, but just couldn't make the trip because I was too far behind in my work. But anyway, I do know from talking to him and other guys, you know, you're not going to take a Pee Wee Herm and give him some steroids and he's going to be the new UFC champion. More often than not, there's a lot that goes into professionally fighting, training camps, all sorts of horseshit. And when you've got a big fight coming up and you've hurt yourself, you know what the consequences are going to be to cancel that fight. So a lot of these steroids are used to get over injuries. You want to be able to make the fight. But the media doesn't sell it that way. Should they be banned? Yeah, probably. But it isn't how it's spoon fed to us. I ran into Rod Stewart in Palm Beach. I'm walking on the beach one night. He's kicking a soccer ball. He's about 4 feet tall. Yeah, so I don't know whether this is politics with this guy and, one of the rich if there was something behind getting this guy booted out of competing for a couple years or what. And I also am curious. I mean, is this guy ruined over this stuff, or is everybody doing it and he's the one that they wanted a poster child over it? Oh, did he really? Sylvester Stallone's dad had a place down near me in Florida too. I ran into him a couple times. Looks just like him. He's another short guy, about 5'5", 5'4". I mean, not that that means a damn thing, but for some reason, these UFC guys are small too. A lot of them. You wouldn't believe it. He seems like an okay guy. How was he to talk to? I mean, who in the hell that's a straight guy wouldn't have wanted to be Don Johnson during their heyday? You talk about a charmed life. I mean, back then, that's when you could meet girls and not get arrested for rape 10 years later. Just go out and have fun. It's consensual. Boy, it's not like that anymore. These professional athletes, man, they need a damn proctor person with them all the time now. You have some cute girl come up after you hit a grand slam, you ought to just run away from her as fast as you can before your whole career goes down the tubes with a hidden GoPro in the room. Oh, did he really? Sounds cool. I like that. Run around. It's cool. Oh, no kid. No kidding. Yeah, he seems like a good guy. Boy, he sure knew how to market himself. You would not believe how much cooler it is over here than it is in West Branch. Once you're about 10 miles west of town, the air just gets cool. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if she is or not. Here's another guy. Timing's everything, man. Man, you couldn't have maxed out a movie career better than he did. You know, the money seems to be dropping off with these movie stars. I mean, Jim Carrey was getting 20 million a movie. I think those days are long gone. I ran into Paul Thomas, a porno movie star in New York City one time. I was with a buddy of mine. He was flying freight in an Aerostar out of Philadelphia. He'd just take these planes on the weekends and we'd go all sorts of places, Bahamas, using their gas, not telling anybody. Crazy. We were in downtown New York City. We were walking down there, busy as hell. I said, "Hey, that's Paul Thomas. He's a porno movie star." He said, "Yeah, that's bullshit. No, he isn't." I said, "Yeah, he is." So I went up to him. It's like, "Hey, Paul." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Do I know you?" I said, "No, but I know you. Just wanted to introduce myself. My buddy here didn't think you were into porn." He said, "Yeah, yeah, sure am." He said, "Well, you guys have a good day." Yeah, Judge Judy, isn't that crazy? I see that old hag is starting a new show someplace. What a bitch. I wouldn't watch her. I don't think it's cute at all to take what's supposed to be an equitable hearing. You know, it's binding arbitration. It's just set up like a courtroom. You could tell that old bag to pound sand. They couldn't do shit. But I just don't like that particular format. What a bitch. I'd like to see someone just let her have it with a big tomato. Yeah, isn't that funny? The movie business. I mean, evidently it's going direct to the internet now. They're skipping movie theaters. How'd you like to own a chain of movie theaters now? God damn. All this primo real estate, and you can't even open it up. Yeah. No, I think they already did strip the Derby win, didn't they? I just don't know how that works in horse racing. You know, the billionaire that hires him might say, "Hey, you know what, Bob? Thanks for thanks for helping, trying to for doing what you did for us. Here's $2 million in cash. Fuck the commission." Now, if life goes that way for you, other than, anybody in horse racing might just be thinking, for the grace of God, there go I. I just don't know how it runs. I mean, Bob Baffert may be a hero, and the state's the villain, and they're being picky. I just would love to know the truth. He may not even give a shit. Yeah, horse shit. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. mean, I just think that's a part of like making animals be able to race. You know, they strain muscles and all that shit. But evidently they think that's a performance enhancer. It is a performance enhancer. If you've got a twisted ankle and you couldn't race otherwise, I mean, you could turn anything into a performance enhancer. Just hope the guy gets due process. I don't think you do when you deal with some of these licensing commissions. They just stick it up your ass, and too bad if you don't like it. It's not like court. Not that you can't get your ass handed to you there as well. Boy, it's getting hot here now. Just a formality. I think he's screwed. I'd have liked to have been a fly on the wall, though. You know that he knew that this horse had this stuff. And I'd have liked to have been a fly on the wall when he was tipped off that this house of cards was about ready to collapse. You go to the race, you go through all this bullshit. The horse is like blowing everybody out of the water. You know, you win by 30 lengths, and the horse runs around the whole track again like it ain't shit. And he's thinking, yeah, this shit worked. Yeah, we won. Then he's thinking, now, if I can only count on that masking agent and they don't find this shit. Yeah, just like Ben, what's his face, the sprinter, Ben Johnson. I mean, when that guy was on that stuff, he looked like a damn stallion, and everybody else looked like regular humans. He looked like an action character. Oh, it's considered to be animal abuse, huh? Yeah, but that's not why he was stripped. He wasn't stripped for animal abuse. He was stripped because he gave a horse a performance enhancing drug. All those goddamn horses are on some kind of drugs. I mean, for different things. I mean, they all have full-time veterinarian staff, and it's not because they're giving them hand massages. Yeah, big question. That's it. Yep. Yeah, I think Angie's comment got deleted accidentally. Could you like undo that so to save me 5 hours of trying to find her name on a list of banned people? You probably did it accidentally on your phone. Yeah, it's easy to do on a cell phone. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I really don't. I'd love to know the truth. I'm sure I'll never know. But I'm suspicious that you get a guy that is entrenched that deeply into a sport like that. Are you trying to tell me that he didn't know if he was using that they were going to find out about it? I mean, something's not adding up here yet, right? Yet. I mean, what's the sense of it all when you know you're going to get busted? Something's not adding up. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he may not even give a shit. What is Don Johnson doing now? Is he just hanging out, retired? Well, I think I'm gonna head out of here, you guys. It's getting hotter than hell, even along this cool breeze. So I hope you guys have a good day today. Find out whatever it was that Baffert was using. Get me some of it. I'd give myself a shot of it. Oh, okay, Blue. All right. Yeah. They're going to say, Bob, we know that you gave Tom Reed a shot of that in West Branch, Michigan, but there's not going to be any penalties or anything. Tom just ran a 10K yesterday and won, but it was for 65 and older, and honestly, nobody cares. Have a good day, Cheryl. I want you to get some t-shirts made because you're so close to the horse action down there that I love Bob Baffert. He did nothing wrong and just walk around like I'm doing a YouTube video. Isn't it a little weird? It's like, yeah. Well, have a good day, guys. I think this chat is stuck.